So with multi weapons, this is just talking about the basics. I'm just gonna show a slight demonstration from the item shop that, if no one had mentioned it yet, that not all same level multi weapons are compatible with each other. And you would think, for example, a machine gun weapon or a rifle weapon would be compatible at level 4 with a 1 or a fighter or a sword, but it's not. So yes, your level 4s, level 3s, level 2s, level 1s type weapons, or basically level stars weapons, like level 1 star, level 2 star, level 3 star, level 4 star. Not all weapons combine with each other. So here's an example. When you go to multi-weapon, I got most types of weapons in my inventory. So you see, depending on, even if you have multiple level 2 weapons, right? Depending if on the rarity and type of level 2 weapon, for example, some may be able to combine with other weapons, and some may not be able to combine with other weapons. For example, this silver prim sword combines with nothing. The Tavaz sword combines with a wire, a spear, a blade. Is basically fighter, so it combines with the fighter class, the spear class, wire class, launcher, machine gun, bow, wand, and boots, and harmonizer. So that's an example that you can't just go say I want to make a multi-weapon with all the classes. No. As you farm in the game, if you get a special sword with special abilities, then that sword may not be able to combine with other weapons within the same rarity level and star level, because it's a special sword. For example, like a seasonal weapon, for example. You can still upgrade your seasonal weapon, but you might not be able to multi-weapon it to make it even stronger than it is currently. Because if you get a seasonal weapon in the game, your stats, you get bonus stats when you press the for example on PlayStation, you press the bottom left of your touchpad to cycle through on the top right hand corner of your weapon. Then if you want to look at the abilities of your weapons, you press L2. It'd be highlighted. You press down on your D-pad and then you hit X So seasonal weapons will have things like this. For example, 20% critical hit damage, 20% defense, 20% critical rate chance. Sometimes you might even get 2 stat bonuses or more. And those are the power of seasonal weapons. Because I'm on ship 2, I haven't really got a seasonal weapon yet, but on ship 4, I have those powerful seasonal weapons. For my, was able to get one for my bow. I'm currently using a bow build for my ship 4. Bow characters are pretty strong when you use their abilities, or when you use your photon burst. So just a small tutorial of multi-weapons. So now I'm going to just go quickly in explaining the rarity. On the top right hand corner, you see this is a level 3 sword. It combines with nothing. If you get a special weapon that have unique abilities, so they just show you an example. When you go to unlock potential, so I select unlock potential, and let's look at the gold prim sword. Look at this. It says 20% chance of resonating not being consumed. So basically they're saying that this prim sword has the same power as the silver prim sword, has the same ability as the gold prim sword. So what that means is both these swords are related. The silver prism and the gold prism are related to each other because they have the same unlock potential ability. So any weapon that has the same unlock potential ability, if it shows you can't multi-weapon with it, you gotta expect the same, that when you get the next version of that sword, you may not be able to multi-weapon with it. Why? It's because it is a special weapon world drop. It's not a seasonal weapon. It's not, it's a special world drop. They said if you want to use it, you can't make it any stronger than it is. By multi-weapon it. And like this codex sword, it says it prevents you from being knocked back, and it creates a barrier. So far I noticed that any weapon that gives you barrier, they won't let you multi-weapon it because it probably just be probably unbalanced or too strong. Of course you're gonna have strong weapons in the game, but if it's a special world drop weapon, you can't multi-weapon it.
Come again.
So let's go back to multi-weapon. And let's see, Codex Sword. So, Codex Swords can multi-weapon with other Codex weapons. I have to get a... You have to see if it will combine with a non-Kodak level rarity 6 weapon. But so far, Codex can combine with, before I would say everything, let's double check. So I'm looking for level 6 weapons. Okay, so apparently rarity 6 weapons, if you can collect additional Kodak weapons, they can combine with another type of Kodak weapon. So apparently there's a Kodak weapon for each weapon class. The sword, fighter, wand, machine gun, gunner, rifleman, summoner. So each of those classes, according to the game, got their own Kodak weapon. And so as you're farming, the more Kodak weapons will give you a chance to play with using the abilities of every weapon in the game. For example, this hominizer can use the launcher, rifle, and sword abilities. Some of their abilities, so to be clear. Let's see. Now let's check the level 4. This is a 4-star weapon. As you see, according to the game, any weapon that's has a rarity 4 or greater means you can combine with any weapon in the game. If you have a, let's say, blue star, as you see rarity 4 greater, you'll see a green star. Blue star level 3 or lower weapons, they can only combine with specific weapons, like this here. Can only combine with, let's see, daggers, saber, katana, tails, wand, boots. So, like I said, level 3 or lower weapons can only combine with other certain level 3 or lower weapons. So it's not so much about the world drop. Now, to be clear, like I said, certain level 3 or lower weapons cannot be multi-weapon. But all level 4 and higher weapons can be multi-weapon. But they can only be multi-weapon, like all weapons can only be multi-weapon with the same rarity. So if you happen to get a special weapon, like, for example, let me go to level 4. If you get a special weapon like this rifle, well, no, this rifle. See, this is one of the defense rifles.
Come again.
So everything I said from the beginning is basically how it works. As you see, wait, it's supposed to unlock potential. So I'm looking for the rifle. So, for example, this weapon, you see it says creates a barrier, damage resistance, 40% at max HP, and then you have the sword, this codex sword, that says, well, create a barrier that provides 40% damage resistance when at max HP. So this is a Kodak level 6 sword that has that same ability as this level 4 weapon. So the only difference between the two is the sword prevents knockback. But as you see here, when I go to the sword, this shows that what I was talking about earlier, well, I guess can't count that. That's level, let's look at another level 4 weapon. See, you see this? Level 4 weapons. So I got the stars mixed up. I got the rarity level 4 stars mixed up with the rarity level 6 stars. The rarity will determine if you can multi-weapon or not. Apparently level 4 weapons are already capped at their max unlocked potential, so those weapons won't not be able to be multi-weapons. So let's look at a couple more. You got a blade, no multi-weapon. You got a rifle, no multi-weapon. We got a, like I said, it has to be level 4. But yet, we got a machine gun that's compatible with a wand.